Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic gonna be a different one. 5 signs God is testing you. Yes, sir. And see, before I start this video, I want y'all to understand something. This is not Bible class. This is not a biblical video, even though I will be getting certain points from the Bible. This is more so of a spiritual video. This is not a religious video. This is not a video about who's holified and who's sanctified. This is a video about spirituality, things that people go through every day. I'm talking about the regular man. I'm talking about the rich man, the poor man. I'm talking about the rich woman, the poor woman, the regular woman. I'm talking about people who go through things every single day. I'm not talking about people who are only in the church, holified, sanctified. No, sir. I'm not talking about that. So I want you to understand something. These signs are signs that God is testing you. And see, everybody go through something. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a preacher. I don't care if you're a pastor. I don't care if you're a teacher. I don't care if you're on the streets, a dope boy, whoever you are. God will test you. But it's not the testing that most people may think. And I want to say this too. I did this particular video, right? I do a lot of shorts. They do very good. And this was one of the shorts that did good on all of my platforms. And a lot of people ate me up about this particular video. And all I'm saying is that, look, the proof is in the pudding. If you read the scriptures, and not only that, but whatever you're going through, a lot of these things that I'm saying, it actually happens. It may be not to the degree to certain, because this person's trials and tribulations going to be different from this person's trials and tribulation. But something is still going to happen, and it's going to be a time where your faith is going to be tested. It's going to be something that raises your eyebrows, something that changes your mindset, something that changes the trajectory of what you're going through in life, whether it's worse or better. But you will be tested. Everybody's faith gets tested. I don't care who you are. Everybody's faith gets tested. I need you to understand something. This, just because you're being tested, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you are an individual who did something evil. You are an individual who did something bad. It doesn't mean that. What it simply means is you are being tested. And in order to, I know y'all done heard this term before. New level, new devil. Yes, sir. New level, new devil. And that's wherever you go. So I need y'all to understand something. These are the 5 signs that God is testing you, right? To my experience and into my opinion. Right? So I'm going to get directly into it, y'all. So the first sign, he allows the same type of people to come into your life just to see if you learned your lesson the last time. I'm going to say that louder for the people in the back. He allows the same type of people to come in your life just to see if you learned your lesson from the last time. What this mean, Reno? Okay, so okay, cool. So you was probably inside of a relationship with a man, right? Or a woman. But we're gonna say a man first. You was in a relationship with a man. This particular man keep doing the same thing. And you probably got tired of him, and you probably walked away, or he maybe walked away from you, or he cheated, and you had no choice but to leave. Okay, cool. But what happened is another person to come with that same energy is just a different face. They'll come with the same old BS. They'll come with the same thing. And see, most time, us as human beings, we fall for it. Why? Because it's a new face. It's a new smile, a new set of eyes, a new smell, a new fragrance. And it's the same thing with the woman. You'll probably see this particular woman, and you're like, man, she look good. But you don't even realize that you really attracting the same type of woman. Just a different face. Same energy, same spirit, different face. And so what I mean is God will bring the same type of people around you just to see if you learned your lesson from the last time. Because you keep praying for a new man. You keep praying for a new woman, a new husband. You keep praying for new type of people to enter into your life. But the thing that haven't changed is you. So the problem are not these people who are coming into your life. The problem is you. And so you have to kind of understand that, okay, let me assess this. What is it that I can change inside of myself? Why is it I'm attracting these type of women? Why is it I'm attracting these type of men? Why is it I'm attracting these type of friends? Why am I attracting this type of individual? And the answer is within yourself. So that's the first sign, y'all. You're going to be around some of the same people. It's going to be the same type of people, just a different face. Second one, y'all. Your faith is being challenged right now. Yeah, I said it. Your faith. It even says in the scriptures, right? It says in the scriptures, faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. You got to understand the power of faith. You got to understand the power of believing. You got to understand the power of seeing things that are not there. Faith is the substance of things not seen and the evidence of things hoped for. I need you to understand something. You got to realize God is going to test your faith. He's been testing faith since Jesus, his only begotten son. He's been testing faith since Job, Abraham. Abraham was a big one. Let me speak on Abraham for a minute. So Abraham was the individual who had, I always label Abraham as the first man with a baby mama. He's the first man with a baby mama. I'm going to just be real with you, right? But see, God still tested his faith and he still utilized him. Why? Because he was still a child of God. Why? Because he was still anointed. See, one thing about God, when he tell you that you're going to be something, it don't matter if you kill somebody, Moses. It don't matter if you got drunk, Noah. Right? It don't matter if you almost lost your faith, Job. It don't matter. If he say that you're going to be this, then you're going to be that. Why? Because he cannot lie. And so with Abraham was he was the father of a lot of prophets that was to come. And so he told Abraham, he said that Abraham, your descendants are going to be very wealthy. You're going to be a father of many nations. Your descendants are going to be very wealthy. You're going to be the father of many nations. And so he still and continued using, he continued using Abraham. He continued to use him. And so what does it say? It don't matter who you are, your faith will be tested. Now here's the deeper thing about Abraham, right? Check this out. So with Abraham had a son by the name of Ishmael, and he had one by the name of Isaac. The lady who became his baby mama, which was a servant who was working for them, because his initial wife wasn't able to have kids. So she said, look, go ahead, you can do your thing, bring us a kid. And later on, she resented him, which can be a whole nother video. But later on, she resented him. And God seen the trouble that it was bringing into the family. And God just said, you know what, Abraham, just send her on by her way. I'm gonna allow your wife to have kids, and then we just gonna do it like that. But this is causing too much turmoil inside the village. Abraham said, okay, cool, God. Sent this son Ishmael in the wilderness with the baby mama. And of course, God provided. God not into that business of I'm gonna leave you hanging. No, he loves us all equally. Yes, he put favor on certain people's lives who are deserving, but I believe that God loves everyone equally. He loves everyone equally. And so he still provided, but he's sitting out into the wilderness. So here's the thing. So now he has only one son that's within his inside his village that he's around, which is Isaac. And so Isaac, this right here crazy. So Isaac is the last son. And Isaac could have been sacrificed. What you mean, Reno? Check this out. So with Abraham, God said, we need a sacrifice. Abraham said, what you mean? You need a sacrifice? Go to the top of the mountain. So he takes his son, Isaac. When he take his son, Isaac, he don't know what he gonna do, but he feel like this is what God want me to do. So, okay, cool. I guess I got to do this. I guess I'm going to have to sacrifice my own son. I'm going to have to sacrifice my own son. And so he get his son up to the top of the mountain, and his wife noticed that the son is gone. I think the wife was named Mary, somewhere around there. Y'all can correct me in the comments. right? And so the wife is looking for the son, like, wait, hold on. And a woman's intuition is something serious. And so she was like, hold on, Isaac. She's screaming Isaac's name. They already at the top of the mountain. He gets to the top of the mountain. His son don't know what's going on. He lay his son down where they sacrifice. And right before he was about to get some bloodshed, because sacrifice and blood go together. Right before he was about to get some bloodshed for the sacrifice of God, a lamb was right there. What happened? God tested Abraham's faith. How much do you believe in me? How much do you believe in my word? How much do you believe in what I say I'm going to do? How much do you believe? And that's with anything in your life. Some things you may have to sacrifice. It's faith. Some things you may have to be obedient to. It's faith. Some things you're going to have to go through. It's faith. God is going to test your faith. My faith has been tested a lot. My faith has been tested a lot of times. God going to test your faith, and there's no way around it. So the third one, y'all. God is allowing the enemy to attack you. I know what y'all thinking. It's a scripture in the Bible somewhere. It's James, and it says that I would do no harm to no man. It says another thing, I would not tempt no man. I know again, like I said, this is not a biblical video. It's not a Bible verse video. It's not that. This is a spiritual video. Those who believe in God, in a higher source, a higher power. And so what I'm saying is, if you want to get directly, because I'm going to pull from the Bible, I want to tell you this. If y'all don't know about Job, Job was one of God's beloved servants. He was wealthy, very wealthy. And see, what God did was allowed the devil to test him. So God does not do no harm to nobody. He allows the harm to be done. It's scripted. It's scripted. He allows the harm to be done. He put his hands up. He don't do no harm because he can't lie. I do no harm to no one. He says he's not going to do no harm to you. But what happens is he allowed things to be done. There's a big difference. I can look at somebody right here and I got the power to stop it, or I got the power to allow it to keep going. If this particular person get punched, I can say, hey man, no, y'all break that up. Or I can go over there and indulge into it. Or I can sit back and say, you know what? Hey, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm going to see how well he can handle himself. A lot of times when God is allowing the enemy to attack you, that's what's going on. So for instance, with Job was one of his wealthiest servants. The devil said the only reason he is loyal to you is because he have it all. Why would he be mad? Why would he curse you? It's easy. It's easy to be loyal and faithful when you have it all. It's easy. God said, oh really? Oh, really? Okay. I'll tell you this. You do what you want to do with him. You just don't take his life. The devil said, we'll do. Yes, sir, we'll do. And so what the devil did was he started eliminating things from around Job immediately. I'm going to take your cattle. I'm going to take your sheep. I'm going to take your wealth. I'm going to take your house. I'm going to take your kids. I'm talking about killing them. But he can't touch Job. Everybody around Job is like, man, what did you do so evil? You losing your wealth. You lost your kids. You did something evil. You did something wrong. And Job is sitting here like, I ain't do nothing. God was testing him. I'm going to allow certain things to happen to you. But what's your faith looking like? Are you going to pass that test? See, the thing is, when you get tested in a classroom, you will never have to take that same test. It's always going to be a different one. Why? Because if you take that same test, you automatically going to make an A+. It's not a challenge. And you won't really have to have no accountability. Why? Because you already know exactly what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen before it happens. So what you got to get? A different test. And so when God is testing Job, he's allowing Job to prove his loyalty, prove his faith, and to prove the devil wrong. Spiritual warfare. Now watch this. So as Job is going through these particular things, his woman says, baby, you don't think you did something wrong? Job say, no, I ain't do nothing wrong. And if you know anything about a woman, she's very influential. especially a woman who has the heart of a man. I'm going to just be honest. And he still is maintaining his faith. Do you know how strong you got to be to go through something like that? Your friends saying you did wrong. Everybody around you saying you did wrong. You done lost your kids. Oh, look, and don't let me forget. The devil gave him a disease called leprosy. Gave him a disease called leprosy. It's like a skin disorder. Very painful. So you got this skin disorder. You done lost your kids. You done lost your cattle, your sheep, your wealth. You done lost everything. And everybody around you telling you that you did wrong. See, a lot of people gonna go through that. Whether you chasing a dream, you losing your car, you losing your crib, you losing your friends. And people saying, bro, you gonna keep putting all your time in that? You gonna keep putting your energy into that dream? You gonna keep putting your effort into that dream, and you losing your money, you losing your car, you losing your crib, you losing everything behind it? Or are you gonna have faith and understand that it's only a test? Because see, sometime in life, you're going to have to be tested. Sometime in life, you're going to have to build that character. Sometime in life, you're going to have to build that character off that hardship. So you may lose something. You may lose somebody, a loved one, a close one. But see, once you get to that destination, you're going to be built so strong to where nothing will affect you, at least to that degree. Because God done made it. He done made you. He made you strong. You got to be resilient. And so as Job is going through these particular things, he's understanding like, man, what's going on? And then he was approached by three wise men. The moment he began to lose faith, the moment he began to get weary, because it's okay to be weary, but don't get worried. Why? Because you cannot control things that you cannot worry about. You can't worry about things that you cannot control. I need you to realize that. And so the moment he began to lose faith and ask God, why have you forsaken me? Ask God, man, why am I going through this? Why am I losing my wealth? Them three wise men told him, look, Job, do not lose faith and do not curse God, and do not, I repeat, do not say that he's not there. Do not say that he's not there. Do not say he do not believe in you. Look, everything is going to happen in your favor, but you just got to keep believing. Do not say that he has not arrived and he does not have your best interest. Realize that. And as Job is beginning to consider and understand, he said, you know what? I'm tripping. And so time after that, one day God just arises and, son, go wash your skin off into the water. And his skin was cleansed. Son, I'm going to bless you with more cattle, double. I'm going to bless you with more kids. Everybody around you going to believe in you. And you're going to be honored. He blessed them double. I want to say triple or double. So how many people can go through that when you got people around you telling you that you're wrong, that you losing everything? It gets to the point where you start feeling like you're wrong. And so that's one of the main things. God was allowing the enemy to attack Job just so he can maintain his faith and to see which one. Look, God believed in him, but the devil said no. And that's the same thing with you. Understand that when God is allowing the enemy to test you, it's going to be some trials and tribulations. And you're going to have to maintain. Yes, sir. You're going to have to maintain. Number 4, y'all. You feel alone right now. You feel like don't nobody understand what you're doing. But see, sometimes wherever God is having you to go, wherever God is catapulting you to, everybody can't go. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Everybody can't go. Man, I'm going to tell y'all this. A lot of people who I grew up with, a lot of people who I was friends with, it's not even because we had a bad falling out. It's simply because it was a shift in the mindset. It was a shift in the mentality. It was a shift in the way I was doing things. It was a shift in the places of where I wanted to hang out. It was a shift in the things that I wanted to do in my life. It was a shift in the direction I was going. Everybody can't go. And so on your journey, sometimes you're going to get tested. That's just the way it is. We've been getting tested since BC and AD. Tests always been going. So sometimes you're going to get, a lot of times you're going to get tested. And in that test, you're going to feel alone. Ain't nobody going to believe. Everybody won't believe in your dream right now. Everybody won't believe in your dream right there on the scene. Everybody won't believe in what you're doing. Everybody won't even be here for you. You probably not even able to pay your rent. You probably not even able to pay your car note. Your bills. I mean, you struggling. And you feel alone right now. But that's only helping you become a better and stronger person. And you feel alone. Utilize that isolation. Yes, sir. Utilize that isolation. Utilize that isolation for elevation. Utilize that separation for elevation. See, look, realize this. God can't talk to you when you got the radio on. God can't talk to you when you got this person in your right ear. God can't talk to you when you got this person in your left ear. God can't talk to you when you watching TV. God can't talk to you when the radio on. That's why sometimes I ride in my car in silence. I want to hear what God got to say to me. I want to hear my thoughts. In the midst of you feeling alone, take advantage of that. Look, we are naturally wired to love people. We are emotional creatures. We are, because people like to say women are the only ones who are emotional. No, we all are emotional. Why? Because we are wired that way. It says in the scripture that Jesus wept with when he raised Lazarus up from the dead. He had a sister, I want to say Sarah and Mary. It's a lot of Marys in the Bible, but I want to say it was Sarah and Mary. Once again, y'all can correct me, but it was two sisters. And I know for a fact that he was raising Lazarus from the dead. And he said that, it says that when Jesus seen the pain of his sisters, of those sisters, he wept with them. He cried with them. Why? Because in human form, you're going to feel like you're human. Humans are naturally emotional. We feel. Most time we're going to feel the pain of others. Most time we're going to feel empathy for other people. We feel. And so that's the same thing with you. See, you got to understand something. You're going to feel certain things. It just is what it is. And so on your journey of being alone, it's okay to feel alone. It's okay to feel alone. But there's power in being alone. Understand that. And the next one, y'all, the last one, number 5. Temptation is at an all-time high. Let me expound on this one real quick. Temptation is at an all-time high. What do you mean, Reno? Listen, y'all. The devil is oftentimes depicted as this ugly boogeyman. A person who's coming with horns on top of his head. Look, I got news for you. That's not the devil. The devil come to you with all the things that you like to destroy you. The devil come to you with all the things that you love. He come with a beautiful smile. He come with a handsome physique. He come with a beautiful car. He come with a nice house. He come with a narcissistic man, a narcissistic woman. He come with an abusive woman who got a smile on her, who got a body and a figure on her. See, he come with all the things that you like. He come in the form of a job that's really detrimental to you. He come in the form of a person that's detrimental to you. And see, what you do is you start looking on the outside and forget to check on the inside. You start looking on the outside and forget to check on the inside. What this particular person's heart like? What they mentality like? Who are they as a person? Who are they? Do they care about me when they mad? Will they still feed me when they mad? And so temptation is at an all-time high. And a lot of people kind of took this wrong when I said it. But again, I'm not saying that God is the one tempting you. Once again, I said that God allows things to happen. I didn't say he's the one doing it. I don't know why people took it as me saying God is doing it. I'm not saying that God is doing it. I'm not saying he's doing anything. In fact, I'm saying he's not doing nothing. And so the temptation is at an all-time high. Why? Because the devil is trying to prove to God that, hey, they not that loyal. Stop believing in them. I'll prove you wrong. Oh, the devil been in competition with God since the day he was created. People don't realize that the devil's name was Lucifer. meaning angel of light. If I'm not mistaken, angel of light. It says that the devil, or Lucifer, was one of the most beautiful angels. Conceived, handsome, one of the most beautiful angels. But he said in his heart that he was better than God. And that's what got him casted out of heaven. And so ever since then, he's been on the watch and the lookout for God chosen ones. And honestly, for all God's people. Honestly. Because he's trying to prove that he can be the best leader. He can be the best God. He can be the best. He's better than God. That's what he thinks in his mind. That's what he thinks. But see, what people also don't realize is that the devil is one of the most shrewd and crafty beings on the vicinity of the earth. It uses that word in the Bible. It says that he was crafty. It says that the devil is shrewd. But see, the devil has perverted wisdom, meaning he has so much wisdom. He's very smart, but he utilizes it for bad. He utilizes it for the worst. And so what happens is he'll take a person who, look, y'all, we're going to be real. We're going to be honest, right? You will never see an angel or a demon walking on this earth. You will never see that. But you will start seeing people who have demon-like characteristics, or a person who have angel-like characteristics. They're very angelic, very nourishing, very nurturing. You feel fulfilled when you're around this particular individual. And then you got people who they got this demonic spirit about them. Why? It's because the devil done sent their henchmen. It's because the devil done sent his henchmen. Why? Because the devil is after people's souls. He's after people's bodies. He's after them. And so sometimes he begins to capture a person's body. Why? Because that's the only way he can enter on earth. That's the only way he can enter on earth. You got to realize it's spiritual warfare. And so when I say temptations are at an all-time high, these are individuals who are encapsulated by the devil and his henchmen. They already encapsulated. These are empty souls looking for somebody fulfilled or on their way to being fulfilled like you. So temptation is at an all-time high. Why? Because you're doing good. And see, what you don't realize is whenever you're doing good, that's when the enemy sends a distraction towards your way. If you was already selling dope, if you was already, doing bad, if you was already in the streets, if you was already doing everything that was terrible, why would the devil need to work with you or work on you or distract? Why? You already distracted. Why? And so you got to realize when you're a strong-minded individual, you are going to be more so attractive. People like things that they can't have. And so if people like things that they can't have, what you think about the devil? If you already on his team, he don't need, cool, I already got you. I'm going after the ones I don't have. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? So look, these are the 5 signs that God is testing you. Once again, I'm not saying that God is doing anything wrong or bad or malicious to you. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is from AD to BC, from Jesus to Abraham, everybody, your faith is going to be tested. Your faith is going to be tested. Why? Because God gives his strongest battles, his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And you one of the strongest ones. I need you to understand that. Look, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Make sure y'all ring my bell, run that page up. I appreciate y'all. Catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.